Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is your certified life and relationship coach, Coach Court, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the fearful avoidant in relationships and during the breakup. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time viewing me, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking that subscribe button and ringing that little bell so you're notified for the newest content. Before I get into the content, if you want my help personally, reach out to me on my website at www.fruitfulseeds.com and leave me an email no longer than 2 to 3 paragraphs long, no longer than 500 words, as it makes it really difficult to respond to long emails. And also, please be patient. I have to respond to my paying clients first, but I will get around to your email. Thank you. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the fearful avoidant, how they operate in relationships and throughout the breakup. It's important to remember that fearful avoidants aren't really common when it comes to attachment styles. They have the activating strategies of the anxious-preoccupied, but they also have the deactivating strategies of the dismissive avoidant. So they can look real hot and cold in relationships, and the person that's in a relationship with them could think that the relationship is something that's volatile that can easily be thrown away. If you're with somebody that has an extreme fearful avoidance style, they can come across as somebody that's maybe bipolar. And you'll never feel quite safe with being in a relationship with them because they're so up and down with their emotions and whether they want to stay in the relationship or not. And this was formed because at some point they were really damaged. They were really scarred from being in a relationship with somebody and the relationship didn't pan out the way they thought it would. Something happened that really broke them and turned them into a fearful avoidant. In a relationship, they may be reluctant to start in the beginning. They may be dating around, seeing other people, and just kind of like breadcrumbing and monkey branching people. But when they do commit to the relationship, they can commit pretty hard, come across as somebody that's really jealous, insecure, but also willing to walk out the door the instant that they see that the person is pulling away and they may not be as interested in them. The fearful avoidant may be somebody who threatens to break up a lot. They may break up with you, do something that's very explosive, and then come back pretty quickly down the line, apologizing for it and wanting you back. I've had the pleasure of working with quite a few fearful avoidants, and they identify themselves as fearful avoidants. And some of the things that they typically do is when they have arguments or they're dealing with some type of conflict with their spouse, they may not reach back out to that spouse because they're fearful of being rejected, or they think that they may come off as needy if they reach out to them. So they have this thing called analysis paralysis where they freeze. They may promise you something at 1 minute and then freeze and can't follow through with it because they feel like the person may be angry with them, or they feel like the person might reject them. When a fearful avoidant experience breakups, they may fight throughout the first 2-3 weeks of the breakup. They may come by your house, call you often, text often, really beg for you and plead for you to come back to them. But after that 2-3 weeks, they tend to kind of deactivate. They start their dismissive style. The dismissive activates in them, and they'll start to numb out to the breakup, and that's when you'll just see them disappear. The difference between them and anxious-preoccupied is the anxious-preoccupied usually takes about 2 months before they start to deactivate and start to get to that acceptance stage in the grieving process. But the fearful avoidant, they do it a lot quicker. They deactivate a lot quicker because they still have that dismissive side that's pretty high percentage in them. I've seen some pretty extreme behaviors coming from fearful avoidants, and that's usually because they are so emotional. They struggle a lot with anxiety, and they also struggle a lot with abandonment issues. So if you are the fearful avoidant watching this video, please find solace in knowing that you can change your attachment style. You can work on yourself as far as increasing your self-worth and your self-esteem, but also realizing that you can trust other people. Not everybody is the same. You will come across people that treat you poorly, but there are a lot more people out there that will treat you well. So if you found this video of any value, please like, comment, and share. Reach out to me on my social media accounts. Twitter is Coach Court 2, Instagram is I am Coach Court, and Facebook is I am Coach Court. Thank you guys, and I will talk to you soon.